Halloween broadcast. There with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Matkovic in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. To the inside, poked away, taken away by O'Neal. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Down low. Kicks it out to Booker. Here's Williams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Filipowski.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Suns have been shooting right around 75% of the line. 9 of 12 so far. Free throw, no good. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. Now, here's Neesmith. Here's Holiday. Williams with the block. Booker with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Booker against Holiday. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. The Suns third.
Well, a big part of their offense a year ago was the three-point shot, and their accuracy was unbelievable.
Pass to Matkovic. To the middle, stolen by Brooks. O'Neal passes to Gillespie. Here's Brooks, and he uses the glass on the layup. Brooks has got 10 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Holiday, the pass to Kuminga. Back to Holiday. Pass to Neesmith. They set the screen. Now, Filipowski. It doesn't go for him. Williams with the defensive effort. It's Brooks on the wing for the lead. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And they have scraped and clawed to get back into this thing. Just chipping away little by little and finally now taking the lead.
Williams, he's checked in for Kyle Filipowski. Jalen Green's checked in for Phoenix. And that one falls for Brooks. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Seattle. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Pass to Matkovic.
Let's quickly take a look at the stats for Jonathan Kuminga. How he did last season. Averaged about 15 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, for some guys, we always talk about potential. What I like about him, he comes to work every night and actually produces.
And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Pass to Brooks. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
And Seattle shooting well. 50% from the floor. Neesmith, the pass to Kuminga.
Suns foul.
The Suns making a switch here. Iguodaro's checked in.
Substitution for the Suns. Number 11. Also, Iguodaro.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Now here is Holiday. Defense is right there. And once again off the mark by Seattle.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted.
Green passes to Brooks. Six to shoot. Has to eat. Green inside the three-point line. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Holiday surveying the floor. To the inside. Here's Gillespie, guarded by Holiday. And there's the drive. Kuminga against Green. Stolen away. On the wing, Holiday. There's Kuminga. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got assist number 8 now on the night. The Suns trailing. Green inside. Neesmith covering. Back to Williams. There's a screen by Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Clearly a foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Seattle.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Well, and how about the damage they've done attacking the basket? The defense has had no answers for how to slow them down in that area. I love the aggressiveness.
The first one falls. Is no good. For Seattle, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. So the wing on the left, Neesmith, and he's good on the 3-ball. Neesmith has got 5.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Suns trail by 4. Pass to Green. Left side, Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And it's Seattle with the ball. The Suns getting the bucket. The 10-footer. And another basket for Seattle.
And I like the subtle adjustment he made to create a little space for that one.
Well, those types of moves show creativity and determination.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Right now, as a coach, you're looking out on the floor and you're wondering, do I have the right 5 on the court together?
Gary Payton is checked in for Seattle. Chris Dunn comes in for Drew Holiday. And Phoenix also making a switch. Fleming's checked in. Brooks down low. Payton's there. Here's Gillespie. Dunn covering. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, if you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
To the right side. Outside, Kuminga. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Gillespie, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
Yeah, he was surprised by that. I don't think he knew the pass was for him.
Here's Dunn. Outside, Payton. Down low. Here's Nesmith. Yep, that one goes in there. 9 points for Aaron Nesmith.
Hardwood is your friend. He used it to his advantage there.
Suns trail by 4. Out to the right wing. Here's Fleming. Plays it up and banks it in. Fleming's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
On the wing, Payton. Back to Dunn. Kuminga sends a screen for Dunn. Good. The fast break with a monster slam.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Well, he had the spotlight. Why not add a little flair?
Seattle calls timeout. With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. The Suns in second.
Collectively, I mean, they had an amazing year at the free throw line. Sometimes free throw shooting can be contagious. And it seemed like everyone on their team had the hot hand.
For Seattle, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. On the wing, Payton. Back to Nesmith. Goodwin with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Here's Green. Here's Fleming. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got his 5th assist in this one. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And I'd say offensive rebounding has also been a big factor as well. And not just getting the boards, but more importantly, converting those into second chance points.
Now, here's Dunn. That's to Goodwin. Here's Fleming. Bangs home the trifecta. Fleming's got the lead up to 5 now for Phoenix.
And since the break, they've lost some of their edge defensively, really lacking intensity.
Out to the wing. Outside, Kuminga. That one drops for him. Kuminga's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that is the kind of tough bucket they love seeing from Kuminga, just using that athleticism.
To the left side wing. Fleming. Another 3 for Phoenix.
You know what? Feed the beast. You got to look for him every trip down because he's been out of his mind this quarter.
Seattle trails by 6. Dunn passes to Neesmith. Williams a screen. Second chance effort. Misses from close range.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Shots good by Green.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Dunn outside. Pass to Kuminga. And Fleming pulls it down. Fleming's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. They get it back. Goes back up. And he makes that one. And now it's a 10-point Phoenix lead.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Seattle calls timeout. Different look for Seattle. Filipowski comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And Trent subbed in for Neesmith. And then for Phoenix, Royce O'Neal comes in for Fleming. And it's Devin Booker in for Dunn. Here's Dunn. Pass to Trent. And they get it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Devin Booker. For Seattle, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Trent hits them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Suns leading by 8. Pass to O'Neal from outside the arc. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession.
And here's a look at numbers for Booker. Great showing for him last season. Last season, he chipped in about 25 per. 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
You want to be a successful team in this league, you need to find someone that you can feed the ball to and count on to score.
Now, here's Trent. Out to the right wing. Lock at 6. Williams kicks to Payton. Shoots over O'Neal. Here's Williams.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
.132 left to play in the third. Here's Trent. The emphatic rejection. And the wide open shot from Green. Hits the three-point bomb. Green's got the lead up to 11 now for Phoenix.
And almost any time he wants, Green can put the ball on the floor and make a play.
Williams passes to Dunn. Takes the three. Knocks it loose. And they recover it. Tries again. Booker pulls it in. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. And it's Goodwin in the corner. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Goodwin's got his second bucket of the night.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Dunn. Pass to Payton. Now, here's Trent. Defended by Booker. And here we go. Booker heading to the hoop.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Trent against Booker. Trent gets the bucket.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
17 seconds left in the third. Booker up top. He's guarded by Williams. He gets it in there. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair?
And so it's the Phoenix Suns sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Suns leading by 14. Setting the floor for the Suns. Perimeter pair for him will be Booker and Brooks. Mark Williams is out there with O'Neal. And it's Gillespie in at the point. O'Neal is double. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by O'Neal. Williams has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Suns. Holiday. And it's done in the corner. Fires the three. Phoenix grabs the miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Gillespie. No good from outside.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Filipowski. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. A different look for Seattle. Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for Gary Trent. And it's Neesmith in for Dunn. Suns leading by 16. Gillespie, the pass to Brooks. Booker outside. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Williams gets the bucket.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And Seattle shooting 47%, pretty solid. Outside Holiday. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Williams has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Pass to Brooks. Shot clock at 5. And that's collected by Drew Holiday.
That's great shot selection, just poor execution. If you're going to take those mid-range shots, you've got to knock them down. Man, that is a little risky there by Kuminga, but man, what a finish. That's just awesome.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
First team foul.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Booker finds Brooks. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal steal.
Well, it's really turned around for him because he really took care of the ball in the first half.
Seattle trails by 16. Outside Holiday. Pass to Filipowski. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
He's doing everything he can to keep him in this game, finding good looks.
Here's Gillespie. On the wing, Booker. Neesmith covering. No good from Booker.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
There's Kuminga. And that one drops for him. Kuminga's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
To the paint, here's Booker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, it was such a quick move by Booker. It left the defender guessing, and that can often lead to a foul.
Devin Booker taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Booker. Seattle trails by 14. Outside Holiday. Lets it go from deep. O'Neal with the rebound. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Gillespie. Fires the 3. O'Neal misses. Seattle has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Phoenix leading by 14. Floats it up for Williams. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Now here is Holiday. Inside, stolen by Brooks. And now the Suns, a fast break. Over Neesmith. Lets it go from 14. And it's Seattle with the rebound.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Here's Kuminga. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got 6 rebounds now in the game. There's the 3. Sinks the triple. Booker's got 20 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
they have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line. So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from three. Only had that one in the first half.
And it's Gillespie missing.
He is just ice cold. Luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
The putback. Here's Filipowski. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Filipowski no good on the free throw. Suns leading by 17. Brooks kicks to Williams. Booker in the corner. Lets the three fly. Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Pass to Matkovic. O'Neal with the steal. And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Suns, Royce O'Neal. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Tim, the NBA is always changing, but any predictions for the league that you kind of feel we're going to see around the corner?
Yeah, Kevin, I just think the influx and the impact of international players is going to be even stronger going forward. I think a lot of guys have seen the success that those players have had in the NBA, and hopefully it inspires even more great players internationally to want to play this great game.
And for a short time, you played overseas. You saw a lot of them firsthand.
I sure did, and I was in France. Well, but I knew then that was the goal.
Offensive rebound. Neesmith. Nice D from Brooks. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity.
Fourth team foul. At the line for the Suns, Devin Booker. Shooting one.
Free throw good, Booker. And Phoenix has possession. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Shoots it. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Booker's got 8 points in the quarter.
And Booker just tying up defenders in knots.
And here's Holiday. Here's Matkovic. Lets it go with a three. Sinks the three-pointer.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Phoenix leading by 18. Taken away by Holiday. Pass to Filipowski. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And capable of making these in his sleep. Holiday has tremendous confidence and touch on that mid-range.
Here's Gillespie. Brooks from outside. Seattle grabs the miss. Neesmith has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
So he made a couple of shots early, but since the half, he just can't seem to find his rhythm.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Filipowski.
And one of these modern wings who doesn't just shoot threes. Brooks is a tough guy to cover.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Devin Booker.
plain and simple, his scoring is what made him our pick tonight. Even when the D's giving him all their attention, they just have not been able to contain him. If they backed off him for 1 second, he made them pay.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. And that one falls for Brooks. And both free throws good for Brooks. Seattle trails by 18. Outside Holiday. Payton against Brooks. Payton passes to Holiday. Payton with a screen on Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Payton. Latrey hands it from downtown.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, that's a little easier to do out on the perimeter.
Now here's Booker, and stolen by Williams. Kuminga the pass to Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish.
Booker with it. He started by Williams. From downtown, no good from Booker. And here's Seattle. They're on a 10-2 run here. Now here's Payton. To the left wing. Williams has a screen for Kuminga. Shot clock at 6. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Gillespie, the pass to O'Neal, and finished off by O'Neal.
That's the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you can impact on his team's overall performance.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Here's Holiday after the Suns pick up 2. Down he goes for 3.
And now that's 1 3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those three-point opportunities.
Suns leading by 12. Here's Gillespie. Brooks feeling it out a bit. And he does not hit.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Kuminga goes in.
And if you give Kuminga a runway like that, he is going to dunk all over you.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Williams against Booker. And Devin Booker in the paint.
Attacking the heart of that defense. Booker knows where to get his shots.
1:36 left to play here in the 4th. Stolen by Brooks. Now here's Booker. Neesmith covering. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game. That 6th sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Teams in the penalty. At the line for the Suns, Devin Booker. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Booker. And Seattle making a change here. Matkovic is checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Suns.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Devin Booker.
Well, he had a lot of success making plays for his team and breaking down the defense.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Devin Booker.